Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you may be in the world. I'm Sarah Jane. This is Thoughtful Nuggets and Pearls on Gift of Healing TV. Our topic for tonight is, what is fear? So what do you think fear is? And is it rational? I suppose that's a very good question, isn't it? I don't know why that suddenly came into my head, but is it rational? And so maybe if we take a step back to when we were born, and we were born perfect, we were born without fear, without hatred, we were born without really knowing anything at all. And it's our experiences that have created what we live by, I suppose, is the best way to put that. And so fear, our mind, our ego, whatever you want to call it, one of its roles is very definitely to protect us. And as we, in our totally fearless self, start to be able to move around, we start to roll over and we start to crawl and then we start to walk. We want to explore, and we have no fear of anything at all. And then we start getting into trouble because the adults around us wish to keep us safe. And we soon learn that things like a flame are hot, and that hurts. And things that are sharp hurt. Things that are high, you can fall off of. That hurts. So that's a learning curve. And it's not really a fear. It's just becoming aware that there are certain things that it's not sensible to do, I suppose, is the way to put that. It's just, that's going to keep me safe, knowing that a flame will burn me, a sharp knife or something that's got a very sharp point on it or a great height can hurt us, potentially kill us. It is about keeping us safe. But I think fear, in the way we use it today, there are three sayings that are going around, and I have my favorite, and it's not the one that's quoted most of the time. It's saying the two meanings of the word fear: forget everything and run, face everything and rise. But my favorite, and some of you who've listened to these before will probably have heard me say it, is false evidence appearing real. To me, this is about emotional fear. Something that has hurt you emotionally, that has created a feeling of hurt. And so, as with the protection of a flame, a sharp object, a height, it hurt. But it hurt on a totally different level. And suddenly, if that type of thing starts to crop up in your life, having experienced it once, if there is something similar that occurs, it's a potential of going into that fear. But the truth is, we don't know what's going to happen. But when we feel we have been judged by others in the past, and we've felt unloved, unwanted, not good enough, we go into a fear mode of not wanting to put ourselves in that same position of possible rejection or judgment. And then there's that saying, feel the fear and do it anyway. And I've talked before about, do you know what? We worry about what other people think. And most of the time they're not thinking about us because they've got way too much of what's going on in their own lives that they're thinking about. So it is feel the fear and do it anyway. Now, if that is something that you know, flame, sharp point, height, whatever it may be, is going to hurt you physically could be a danger to your life, then you've got to look at those risks. And that is an element of sensible fear. And I don't think it should be called fear. It is about judgment of what is safe for you. There's a lovely saying from Osho: the mind, a beautiful servant, a dangerous master. And it does. False evidence appearing real. The mind is very good at there being the potential for something in your life. What if this happens? What if that happens? What if the other happens? What if somebody says this? What if somebody says that? What if they do? But more to the point is, what if they don't? And what if their reaction is totally different to that you think you're expecting? We go into worry mode over something that may never happen. How many times has there been something, oh, I don't know how I can cope with this? And you put it off, you put it off, you put it off. There's a fear element. And then when you actually get around to doing it, because putting it off doesn't get rid of it, you still got to do it. And then when you do it, you think, what was I worrying about? You wasted all that time on worry on something that took very little time and has had a wonderful outcome, or was just easier than you expected. Let go of fear. I came across this the other day. When something goes wrong in your life, just shout, plot twist, and move on. And I love that. It's brilliant. I really do. Because sometimes these plot twists can be so amazing in our lives. They can be what puts us going in the right direction. So there is nothing to fear. And then I'm not sure about the pronunciation of the name on this one. I am stronger than fear. Malala Yousafzai or something. It's like that. And I apologize for the mispronunciation, but I do want to say it's not me that said that. So feel the fear and do it anyway. And remember, F.E.A.R. False evidence appearing real. When you feel that fear and do it anyway, and the outcome can be beyond your wildest dreams, by sitting on the fence, you make a decision and you don't live your life. So fear is not a friend. It is what stops you from living your life. So feel it, but live your life anyway. I hope that's helped. Please feel free to comment under the video on YouTube. Come to the website, giftofhealingtv.com. It will be on the Thoughtful Nuggets and Pearls page. Put a comment under there. Any comments that I know go up, I will happily answer, comment to, respond to, happy to. If you've got anything you want to see me or me with somebody else talk about, share with you, please feel free to let us know. You know, we're here to, this is for you. This isn't for me. I know it's great for me to actually remind myself of these things occasionally, but these are for you. This is for everybody that chooses to watch these. Next week, the program is another Thoughtful Nuggets and Pearls. Why does this keep happening to me? And sometimes we'll say, oh no, not again. Why does this keep happening to me? I'm going to delve into that one next week. Have a wonderful week. I hope you will join me again next week, and I look forward to it. Love, peace, and light to you all. Namaste.